Kowalinsky,
Yes.
Felix Pardo,
Yes.
Javier Salman,
Oh. Felix, you just had a comment, didn't you? I vote yes.
ABS is that.
Yes.
Before we adjourn, I want to bring something up that has been bothering me since last meeting. I apologize to the visiting elected official, Commissioner Regalado, and I wanna bring something up that, and Sue, I have come to like you over the last 2 years, but I think that we as a board, we need to be more respectful to guests and more to elected official. Last meeting, I still feel that you went after a elected official in a manner that, in my opinion, was disrespectful and actually berated the Commissioner Regalado to the point that she even brought out, I tried and I wish I would have done more at the time to stop you, because we as a city look really bad. As a board, we look terrible. As an individual, and speaking for myself, terrible. When I ran into her 2 days later, it was like, I felt like we failed to convey to this member of the county commission that we were appreciative of what she was trying to do for the city. And I think that we have to be held to a higher standard, and we cannot do that again. And I think that, unfortunately, it really, we have tarnished the city, and I hope that we as a board do better in the future. That's my opinion, and Sue, again, I've come to like you, but I think that was inappropriate, and I hope that somehow you could, convey that to her, because right now, as we speak, we are still with her, not in a good place. I don't think that was the right approach, and I feel guilty that I did not at the time try to intervene and stop what was happening. So
You did try to intervene and stop, and I think other board members did also. So don't feel that bad about it. But I do agree with you that we need to be more respectful, not just to elected officials, but to city staff also. It's just, to me, it's inappropriate to put them on trial per se, as opposed to just review the evidence, get everything before us to make our determination. Sometimes it's put in as an inquisition, and I feel uncomfortable about that also at times.
And Robert, I appreciate your comments. Okay, I've come to like you too, but we have an obligation here. We have an obligation to the residents and to this city. And what we experienced as a result of that commissioner's actions was totally disrespectful of this city. She is allowing a developer who was denied by us to jump us and go directly to the county. She's allowing that. And it's a carpetbagger developer from Athens, Georgia.
Sue,
listen, let me finish.
can insult people like that.
Excuse me. I wasn't consulting. What I was doing was pointing evidence why the whole premises of RTZs is false, okay? And if an elected official doesn't have thick skin, that person shouldn't be an elected official. I'm sorry. As a member of this board, I am representing residents. I'm not representing elected officials. I'm not representing elected officials. I'm representing what those residents in the audience came to express. And if this board doesn't agree with residents, what are we doing here?
Sue, I mean, you could represent the residents, just don't gonna berate a person like that. You can't be disrespectful. I'm sorry. You were, if we're gonna go further, you were really screaming at her, and that's not right. You can't. I am not gonna tolerate you do that, or any member of this board again. That's not right.
Robert, what you're doing right now is screaming. I was not screaming, number one, but I was stating facts. What I was getting as a result of stating facts and asking questions on behalf of the residents were non-answers. Non-answers. And you know what? I'm a little disappointed in the board members that were here, because the board members here were looking at the pimple on the butt of an elephant instead of looking at the elephant.
That's your opinion.
That is my opinion, and that's your opinion.
I disagree,
And
because
that's
the
your
reason,
opinion.
like I stated before, the reason
I'm sorry. Something as important as changing the complexion of a major artery in the city of Coral Gables is something that we should have all been arguing against. All of us should have been saying, wait a
We
minute.
should have never gone there. We got there because what took place last year, and that was the fact. And what did is that the county has the authority to do what they're doing. So, and actually, as a matter of fact, what she was allowing us to do is not even go to the maximum that the RTC would allow.
But the alternative was she could have said, no, we are going to reject this. Okay? Obviously, the county has the authority. I'm not denying that.
So you're right. She could have done that. But you know what? The way we convey that message to her has to be in a proper, polite manner, not berating her like you did.
Well, first of all, I wasn't berating her. If you look up the definition, I was not berating her. I was stating facts. Okay? That's all I was doing. I was stating facts, and I was asking for answers. That's all I was doing.
Bring that up. I'm done.
Just one comment that I do want to make. Each one of us is an appointed individual, and our actions on this dais actually represent or show us what that person that appointed us is all about. So I think we have to use caution, and we all have opinions, we all are heated, and we all want the appropriate thing for what we believe in, but we must show a certain demeanor and respect to the individuals, because that goes a certain way that it personifies the individual that also appointed us. And I think that's important, because the way we're here, we have to listen to the residents, and I agree. But at the same time, respect. That's the most important.
Well, you know what? Respect demands respect, and we were not being respected. This city was not being respected. Sorry, we were not being respected.
Mr. Chairman, may I change this subject for just a moment?
Yes, sir.
It's come to my attention back on 2-54 that there is an amendment to it that's proposed by the City Commission that's going before the City Commission, which says that for the Board of Adjustments, Construction Regulation Board, Historic Preservation Board, and Planning and Zoning Board, absence from 25% or more scheduled meetings in any consecutive 12-month period shall deem an excessive absence. So that's an amendment to 54, which I was not aware of, but it was brought to my attention.
Yeah, because it was,
Thank you.
I looked it up.
Oh, okay,
That's
good.
why. Because the staff mentioned it, but we didn't have it in our package.
Right, because it's not coming through the through the board.
I was looking at it. I was looking at it while we were talking.
Okay, I apologize for interrupting the previous conversation, but I just wanted to make sure
So what-
that was clear.
What happens to that vote that we took?
Well, that doesn't really change
This is
anything.
first reading.
This is separate and apart from
Just
that.
informative
Just
at this point.
for information only.
Correct.
Mr.
I
Chairman,
think a motion to adjourn is in order.
I'd like to make if I could just say a few words.
Sure.
This is my last meeting. I was not selected as the member at large at the last meeting that I did not attend, and I'm very sorry about that. I really enjoyed my time here. I think it's a worthy use of my time and your time that we do this. And with that, I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you around.
Thank you for all your service.
I was gonna bring that up, that this was his last meeting, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
So moved.
We have a motion by Felix.
Yep.
I'll
We
second.
have a second by Javier. All those in favor say aye. Aye.